got Grubby's video to do. Any Grubbies in chat? Oh, jeez. Just slipped off my armrest. Hello. Welcome to the new Warcraft 3 Streamer Invitational from your boy Grubby. So he's going to be doing another tournament. Let's find out what's going on.
The next major Warcraft 3 Streamer Invitational. 8 newbie players are once again going to be going head-to-head to claim ultimate victory in a streamer tournament after engaging in rigorous training regimes in preparation of the contest. In a few moments, I'm going to be revealing which of the 8 streamers have agreed to embark on this epic journey. There's also going to be an exciting and hopefully not controversial racial comment towards the end of this video. Make sure to stay tuned for that. But first, let's reminisce on the amazing
racial
event
comment
from 2 weeks ago. The OnlyFans Warcraft 3...
Well, he's really putting it out there. What could the racial comment be? I hope it doesn't end with N or something. Right at the end of the video. Surprise!
The Invitational was a resounding success for the participants, the viewers, and for myself as well. All 8 players took the event very seriously, practicing long hours and intensifying their practice the nearer to the tournament date that we got. People had 2 weeks to prepare, and people were getting coaching from me and other creators from the Warcraft 3 scene in order to try and be as well prepared as possible.
Yeah, they went very hard.
Had different practice methods in general. Each player made vast improvements to increase their skill level, and they pushed the limits of what they thought would be possible. We, the community, watching them prepare on Twitch, we were the big winners, as the content that came out of their efforts was amazing to witness day in, day out. And I'd like to thank all the players again for their wondrous contributions in participating in the biggest Warcraft 3 Twitch event in many
so close,
years.
he almost escaped.
Waking up every day, I would watch the streams, I'll check who's live, who's practicing, maybe a little bit of cheeky backseating in chat, which was usually appreciated, and then I would also watch them during my streams, and after the streams, it was an amazing 2 weeks, and it culminated in those finals that I got so many thousands of comments of great feedback about from you guys. We all found a lot of new people to follow. Awesome new streamers to follow, each unique and entertaining in their own ways. And besides all the amazing feels that we had watching them train and compete in the eventual tournament, I've got some cool numbers to share with you guys as well. After the OnlyFans WoW Season 2, which is still living its final breath right now, but is mostly...
Did you know apparently there was a big wipe because of a DDoS attack? And that's so sad. And that was basically the end of OnlyFans. I'm pretty sure Soda Poppin was like, yeah, we're going to end it. And then like kind of 2 or 3 days later, Blizzard were like, nah, we'll reinstate your accounts. But it was kind of like the moment was already there where they basically agreed to kind of almost sign off for this season. And they almost want to walk away. And now there's this awkward moment where Blizzard have basically incentivized them to come back. And I don't know if they're going to do it or not. I haven't been keeping up with it. Oh no, microphone's hot, is it? Oh no. Why has it done that? Apologies for my super hot microphone. It tends to do this, just randomly amps itself up. Excellent. Well, that's going to spoil the start of the video. Sorry about that.
Over, and we're even starting to think about OnlyFans WoW Season 3. But after that Season 2, which contributed greatly, by the way, to this new timeline being possible, this has been the biggest Twitch event that I've personally ever been a part of, and it was incredible. Numbers-wise, it set huge records, and I'd like to share some of those numbers. Until January 2025, my Twitch channel had a highest concurrent viewership total of 17,000 viewers. Then, in February, Soda Popping elected me to become raid leader for OnlyFans in Molten Core, and we reached 35,000 viewers here on Twitch during that. In March 2025, which is when the first Streamer Invitational, the OnlyFans Streamer Invitational happened, because of all you guys' interest in following the event, we pushed that record even further. If I combine my YouTube stream, Grubby streams, and the Twitch channel, the new CCV, concurrent viewership record, is 53,432.
Is this man just making a video to brag?
K of which was following on YouTube and 43k plus on Twitch. It's pretty awesome. Because of all your amazing support, I've been extremely motivated to organize another Warcraft 3 Streamer Invitational. So I set about to look for new participants. This time around, I decided to go for a completely different list of players, and to source them, I activated some sleeper contacts, longer time friends, as well as more recent acquaintances to assemble a lineup of participants from different games, all new or relatively new to Warcraft 3 once again. But there's an extra theme around this time: strategy. The invitational lineup is comprised of strategy game enthusiasts and experienced players, either from RTS or from turn-based strategy games. You're not going to know some of them maybe, and some of them will be big familiars to you guys. Hopefully, by the end of this journey, you'll all know a couple of cool new people from this lineup. The overarching connection between these gentlemen is that all 8 streamers have strategy game backgrounds, whose experience and skill sets will translate the best when applied to Warcraft 3, and whose time investments into training will pay off in the best way. Of course, it's not all about winning, but it's about the journey that we make and the friends we make along the way as well. As before, I'm going to be making myself available for coaching all 8 of them, so that everyone watching can also get to know each of the players and each of the streamers a little bit more along the way.
I saw someone type Tillerman. That'd be cool. I saw a guy called Tillerman. I think it was on Battle.net. Like, that was a week or 2 ago. He was microing a lot, but I don't imagine that was him really bothering to come back. As far as I know, he quit to play poker a long time ago.
I can also aid in setting up additional coaching from Warcraft 3 community coaches to connect them together with the streamers. There are no limitations in how they can prepare independently, self-motivated, or to also get some help from other coaches and from myself. In the upcoming week, I'll also try to organize a 4 versus 4 match so that we can all get to know them a little bit better, and we can kind of get a grounding barometer of where they're at in Warcraft 3 right now.
So he's basically saying, this one's trash, that one's going to win it. That one, maybe second place.
Now, this event is going to be held on April 18th and April 19th. Unless something crazy happens and suddenly 3 of them say, oh, it's no longer working out, I'm planning this for April 18th and April 19th, with a possible stretch goal into April 20th if the tournament format that I come up with is going to be particularly rowdy. Okay, so who are the players? Let's introduce them. First player is going to be the Viper. The Viper's main game is Age of Empires 2. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest Age of Empires 2 players of all time. The Viper has dominated the competitive scene for Age of Empires for over a decade. Will that skill transfer over to Warcraft 3? I actually played 2v2 with him some years ago, where he nearly destroyed my Great Hall, even though he was my teammate, by accident. But it was nearly. We managed to stop him before he's
one of the strongest
ultimate betrayal
competitors.
So he briefly played Warcraft 3 about 3 years ago, but hasn't played since, and he's pretty much new to Warcraft 3.
But this guy is like really, really good. Obviously, at Age of Empires, it's a different game, but I mean, they kind of blend. I used to play a hell of a lot of Age of Empires as a kid. Played all of them, basically.
Awesome to have him. Next player is going to be Lakari. Lakari is known for being a competitive fighting games player. He also has experience in MMOs and in Dota 2. Actually, kind of a goated mage player in the OnlyFangs WoW season. Super cool guy. And he's going to be participating here.
I think none of those qualifications are going to put him up against some of these people, in all fairness. I'm sure he's got a lot of talent, but Warcraft 3 takes quite a lot of time to learn, and it's not so easy. I guess Dota 2 is the closest you can get, but I think he's going to be a bit behind.
As well. I did tell him that the other players they have a lot of strategy game background, but so does Lakari. Lakari is actually very high rank in Dota 2. He has more MMR than I got, and my journey was described as being quite a good journey of skill increase over more than a year. So I've seen him play. He's great at WoW, he's great at Dota 2. Let's see how he does here. Third player that is in the list is going to be Tommy K from Tommy K Live. Many of you are going to know him from the game Hearts of Iron 4, which is a grand strategy game, and this is where he's...
Is that a triple X or is it a 4X? They're called 4X games, aren't they, or something like that? They're like for the big brain strategy players.
Specializes. Tommy K has been watching Warcraft 3 for many years. He has a few hundred games of experience, but he has never played on W3 Champions, and is pretty, as far as I know...
With those qualifications, I don't want to sort of like be too down on the players or anything like that, or try to give you... I guess I will give you my opinion because you're watching this video, right? So just based on just the little that I know about him there, I would say he would be like near the last place. Just because I can't see how that game could possibly transition very well into Warcraft 3.
He's never played any competitions as well. So cool to get someone from the grand strategy game genre here in Warcraft 3. And I'll also be announcing...
I'm not saying there's a problem with him being in the tournament, by the way, just in case anyone wants to do that. It's great because it just introduces people. That's the whole point of what Grubby's doing. He doesn't really care who wins or who loses. He just wants to bring people into the game. So that's what he's doing. So I'm well aware of that, just putting that out there. But I'm going to give my opinion as to whether I really think they're going to win the actual Warcraft 3 or not. So I'm not being mean or anything. It's just honest opinion.
All their races, by the way, by the end of it. The fourth participant is going to be Red Panda. I met Red Panda during Age of Empires 4. He's from the Banjoa Streaming Collective. His prior experience is in StarCraft 2 and Age of Empires 4.
Wow.
When I asked
he's going to be
him
higher
to
up
introduce himself on the server, Red Panda said he was actually too young to play Warcraft 3 at the time that it came out. Hold up. Should I check with him what's actually older? Is he older or is Warcraft 3 older? Like, is he actually our youngest participant? I'll let you guys know later. The fifth participant is...
already, even if it was just Age of Empires 4, that would put him slightly higher up than the other two that have been previously announced, Lakari and Tommy. So, even just that, but then Grubby was talking about him being in StarCraft 2, and I think Warcraft 3 or something else, so that really puts him quite high.
Absolute legend. You may know him as one half of a casting duo from another strategy game. Awesome guy. Used to be a competitive RTS player. It's Tasteless.
Mm-hmm.
Tasteless is going to be participating in the Warcraft 3 tournament here. He's known for StarCraft Brood War and StarCraft 2. One of the most influential esports commentators, Tasteless spearheaded English language StarCraft 1.
This guy is a legend, by the way, for those that don't know. Him and Artosis, really have, like Grubby said, spearheaded the esports sort of commentary way. Essentially, they're really responsible in many regards to how esports is commentated.
Casting. He's done a lot of SC2 casting as well. Alongside Artosis, he formed the legendary Tastosis casting duo, casting GSL and many other StarCraft events.
Yeah, he's a good gamer. I can't imagine he'd put up that much of a fight these days because we're all old now. He's probably about the same age as me and such, so... I mean, I wouldn't put up too much of a fight if I was training properly for one of these competitions. And obviously, he played it more hardcore when he was a kid and then went into commentating after that. So I can't imagine he'll put up as much of a sweaty fight as, say, for example, Viper might do. But we'll see.
He played Brood War competitively, but his legacy is mostly in being an amazing commentator and popularizing StarCraft worldwide. Our sixth participant is T90. T90 is an organizer in Age of Empires 2 that has created many tournaments. He's especially known for his Hidden Cup, where participants are not aware of who they are playing against, where all player names are hidden. Very creative tournament format, actually. One of the most recognizable casters and content creators in the Age of Empires 2 community. He has helped bring AoE 2 to a broader audience. Will now be actually starting something what for him is very new, going to another RTS game. He has been pretty comfortably entrenched in the Age of Empires 2 scene, but I managed to convince him to give Warcraft 3 a try, promising to help him out as well with learning this game. I'm very curious to see how his journey shall go as well. Number 7 actually started playing Warcraft 3 independently after being inspired like many of you and even me.
Oh, if I didn't say anything, this guy definitely will be pretty good, but just based on the Age of Empires 2. I don't know if he's going to be on the same level as Viper, though.
To grind more Warcraft 3 ladder. We were all inspired by the first Streamer Invitational, the OnlyFangs one. You guys see it already from the color, don't you? You recognize it from the color of this of the image that I'm showing. Or maybe because I said he's been streaming it. Yes, it's Loco. Loco is known for StarCraft 2 and RTS games. He's a longtime StarCraft 2 content creator, recently dabbling in Warcraft 3 by himself already. Learning to learn the game without any coaches, just trying to find guides online. He has been having fun with it, and I figured, hey, if his interest in Warcraft 3 is organic like this, and he already started to play. Let's see. And these
He
are
does
his
like
first
it.
games in Warcraft 3, by the way. Let's see if he wants to play in the tournament. And like the others, he accepted enthusiastically. The final member of this.
Okay, so yeah, Loco's way up there, in my opinion, for one of the people to win this. I won't give my final results until we see the last player, but he's very, very strong player. Clearly knows what he's doing when he's playing. Can he transition that StarCraft 2 skill through to Warcraft 3, though? He has looked into Warcraft 3 before in the past, so he's also got experience in it from that regard, so he's somewhat desensitized to the alienation that many RTS gamers have when they go into Warcraft 3. But he's someone I think that would put the effort into learning. You think he's 1,000 MMR? Well, maybe at the moment, I don't know, but I think he can definitely get up there. It's just whether he can get the right advice or such. But I've seen this guy, and I know that Life of Pi isn't like Warcraft 3 or StarCraft 2, but there was one of his streams I saw where he was playing Life of Pi, and he was basically dodging every single hit from the boss and stuff like that. And this is a boss that I fought in Life of Pi, and I struggled against it. I was not doing very well at all, but he was like so focused and in the zone, it was kind of scary to see. So I think if he really tried, he could definitely do it.
Lineup is someone that's known from the Total War series. He's a content
Liza
creator
P?
where he's a
Liza
competitive
Pi?
player and a caster, but he's already done a lot of variety and even beat my ass in another game that
It's like a Dark Souls game.
we played. More about that later. It's Turin. Turin from the Warhammer franchises, the Total War franchises. He's been a major figure there in the esports scene there. He frequently organizes and commentates community tournaments, and he brings attention to high-level competitive play in those franchises. I competed.
This guy's going to get destroyed. Would it be cool if he came through, but I can't see how that game's going to help him. It's all one thing. Like Warcraft 3, it's an RTS, it's a real-time strategy, but hell, it's a lot about micro. It's a lot about micro, and then obviously a fair bit on macro. So not to take that away from those games, but those games, I feel like you sort of more sit back and just let them happen. I know it's not as simple as that, and people will argue with me, oh my gosh, I can't believe you said that. But yeah, I can't see that transitioning into like the chaos. You see some of the 1v1 games I had today, and I'm not that high MMR, and there's like crazy the amount of chaos that you have to manage. It's
against
too much.
Turin in the RTS 4X Hybrid, Dune Spice Wars, a game that I mained for a brief period of time, but really good game as well. And he dismantled me. Great mind for strategy games. Let's see how he does in Warcraft 3. All of these 8 players accepted my invitation to embark on this challenge of epic proportions, and they're going to be playing in this Warcraft 3 Streamer Invitational number 2. Learning a new game is always an exciting and not infrequently vexatious business, all the more so when it's Warcraft 3. So they'll just have just shy of 3 weeks to practice and prepare for this competition. Coaching will help, but it'll be their own perseverance that will eventually be the deciding factor. And now, as promised, the racial comment. The first invitational had a 4-1-1-2 racial spread, with 4 humans and only 1 undead and 1 orc. This time, I've forced the players to commit to an even race spread. I was committed to go for a 2-2-2-2 split. I was willing to go to great lengths to segregate the players, asking each of them their preferences, and then if everyone wanted the same race, I would make them compete over race pick in some way. However, the first 6 people that shared their preferred pick with me already organically split into 4 different race categories, never triple in one category. So it was really simple. Only Viper and T90 hadn't given their picks yet, so I figured I'll give the chance to T90 to pick first, and then Viper will pick whatever's last, since he said he's flexible. However, the Viper didn't agree with that and picked before T90. So T90 got left with the last race. Viper picked Orc, which made Viper force T90 to play Human, so that Viper could play Orc. But anyway, he says he recommends Human for T90 because he thinks T90 will enjoy Human with his AoE 2 background, which makes...
I'm honestly a little bit confused about what this whole last part is. I didn't read it properly. Is he saying that they're forced to change races and stuff like that? That's going to be horrible for some of them if they really don't like playing other races.
makes it seem like an act of kindness, I'm going to choose to believe in. So with that, the 4 races are represented by 2 players each. Tommy K and T90 are...
So, okay. So, yeah, that's because he wants more representation. So it is DEI. He wants more representation across the board. So 2 humans, 2 orcs, 2 night elves, 2 undead.
Going to be human. Reprising the night elves will be Loco and Lakari. Undead is going to be played by Churin and Tasteless. And Orc will be played by Red Panda and the Viper. Wow. In future videos, I will discuss the tournament format and the prize money. Until then, I will see you guys all in Azeroth, and good luck to all the participants.
Okay, good video. Grubby's got a good fun time going on here. Right, okay, so I can't quite remember all of them from like everything that's been said, but if I was to do like a little ranking here, I would probably say Viper is be rank 1. Between Loco and... who was this guy again? Because he had an impressive track record. And can you remind me what games this guy played as well? That guy is Tommy. I forgot the name of this guy. You say he's Red Panda. Are you just saying he's Panda? I'm sure that we can find out soon. But basically, I would say... I don't know what this guy's skills are going to be like in Warcraft 3, but he has one hell of a track record behind it. So it's between him and Loco being for like fighting for 2nd place, essentially in a way. Tommy, he played the 4-time strats games. Okay. So I think this guy's played the Age of Empires 2. So I would say something like that, and that. So we'll see whether I'm right at the end. But basically the Viper, rank 1. Sorry, I forgot this guy's name. The guy with red hair, 2. Loco, 3. Is this T90? 4. Tasteless, 5. Lacaro, 6. Tommy, 7. And Turin, 8. So that's where I sit. Where do you guys sit? If you want to know more about the tournament, Grubby gave me a link here. So I'll include this in the video. This is the Warcraft 3 Streamer Invitational. Basically gives you the information of the players as well, so you can see here. Oh, he is Red Panda. Okay, so fair enough. So I said my message failed to send for some reason. But yeah, you can find out more about the players in these locations, what they're doing, etc., etc., etc. And yeah, there you go. So that's it. Thanks for watching.